guys, good morning. At least it's good morning for me. It is 7:15 in the morning on a Friday, and a lovely beautiful morning here in Ballinrobe, and I'm heading over to do the first of my walks. So you'll recall that I had intended to do all the Irish Caminos. There's about, 12 of them or something, and I got the book on them, and I'd intended to do all these Caminos, and the motorcycle accident got in the way. So I've been spending the rest of the time recovering and doing up Bolero, the camper van. But I feel well enough now. Yesterday, for example, I walked 10k just on the flats. I walked 10k yesterday, and no bag, not carrying anything, but I felt okay, and I've been building up to that. So I think today I'm going to go and try a hill walk, and the one I'm doing is from Maam village to Maumeen, and Maumeen is a really sort of interesting place. There's a church up there, a statue of St. Patrick, what was an altar, an old rock that in the penal days was used for mass, and it fell into what's what I'm looking for, disuse, I suppose, that whole pilgrimage route until a number of years ago. It was back in the 20-30 years ago, it was revived and has become very popular again. So it's going to be my first walk, and I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to go up the mountains and to see, can I actually walk, can I actually carry a bag, and it'll be a small bag, it won't be a big bag, just carry a small sort of day bag and see how it goes. And the forecast is pretty good, so I will be taking lots of shots. And normally when I do my videos, as you know, it's just me chatting and I just take the video on my phone and upload it straight away from the phone up to YouTube. But this one, and maybe going forward as I take Bolero on the road and start doing things, I'm going to edit them on Camtasia, so I'll actually be able to take photographs and take different shots and edit them together and do it the way most people do with their videos on YouTube. So it'll be more than just me chatting. So I'm here at Maam village, and there's the famous Keen's bar, which I frequented many times in my youth. And you can see here I'm going to head over the bridge, and it's about a couple hundred meters, 200-300 meters up the road. You take a right hand turn for the Western Way, and that's where it begins. Worth noting, by the way, that just here on the other side of the bridge, you'll see down there, a little bit down the end there, you might see parking, a little thing saying parking. Can you see it there? Well, down here, I'm going to cross over just to show you. Down here there's a beautiful boating area, I suppose. Really lovely. And there's a parking area there, so you can go down, you can park. A good place to park for the night. So here we are, guys, and I'm here in Maam, just down from Maam Bridge, and this is the Western Way. So this walk encompasses part of the Western Way, or the Western Way encompasses this walk, I should say. So here am I, 3 kilometres into it, and the 3 kilometres being pretty much all little road like this. That's the road I've just come up. Very simple walk. That little hill is the first hill actually I've met, and when you get here, 3 kilometres up, you'll see this sign for the way and for Maumeen. So, and it continues up a little road like this, but I think it's time to take out the poles. Beautiful morning, and I've ridden this road before when I was riding my motorbike, and so I know the road from previous experience, but it's quite different walking up it. The hedgerows are absolutely full of blackberries, like mountains of them. I only wish I brought a bag with me to collect them. There are millions of blackberries, big juicy blackberries. Imagine taking those home and having them with some natural yogurt. Yummy. So, time to start climbing. Guys, here I am at, just over 5 kilometres. So the little road continued. You can see it there. It continued on, and it actually continues off up there. I'm not sure where it goes, but it seems to break up into sort of loose stone. And you come to this spot here where it says the Western Way, and you see the stile and the gate. And obviously you can see here, it's still being celebrated. There you have, it's saying St. Patrick's Day Mass and Stations of the Cross or whatever. So it's still being used as a pilgrim route. And interestingly, you see I have my poles out there, by the way, I've been using them. It's a geo trail, which I wasn't aware of. You can see here it says Geo Trail Mám Éan, and there's a map here. And it talks about the rock stories and the resources and the pressure and heat and the protected environment and so on, which is sort of interesting. You could theoretically drive up to here, I'm sure, park here and do your walk from here, but it's sort of pointless. So I think it's probably just a short walk from here up to the altar in the church. And because I think he said 9.5 kilometres in total, but that's down to the Leenan Road, whereas I'll be walking up to the church, turning around and walking back down. A perfect day. You can see I'm sweating a bit. It's early morning. I don't know what time of the day it is. It's early, and boy, it's warm. I can't imagine what it's going to be like later on during the day. So I'm glad I'm out early. So I'll press on up and leave the road here, press on up and talk to you when I get to the top. Well, I'm here at the summit, if you wish, as the church and the statue of St. Patrick and the altar. And I see that they have Stations of the Cross done in beautiful cut stone. It's really quite a spectacular place. And there's a lovely lake. You can just see it across there. You see the lovely lake down over there. It's quite a spectacular thing and an easy walk. So I'm going to measure the distance on the way back down because I forgot to turn it on my watch at one stage when I stopped. I'm not sure if I walked half a kilometre or a kilometre, so I'll measure it back down. I'll tell you what it is at the end, but I don't know where he gets his 9.5 kilometres from in the guidebook, because certainly 8, at least 8 if not more, up to here from Maam. He may have parked, driven right up to the very top here on the Leenan side and just walked up from there, which is only a couple of kilometres, and maybe that's how he's doing it. But I think if you're walking from the Leenan Road over, it should be a fair old walk. So obviously I'm not completing the walk in terms of going down to the Leenan Road. I'm turning around here and I'm going to go back to Maam. I'm going to have a rest here first of a cup of tea, and I see another walker actually coming up behind me. Maybe chat to him for a minute if he stops, and then head back down. So a wonderful walk. It's rowed a huge piece of the way up, and then you have sort of a rocky path. Even in winter, I'd say it'd be pretty dry. Just any sort of half decent boots and you'd be fine. A very, very easy, really nice walk. Actually, I just noticed something. I'm going to switch the camera around. Can you see over there? See, can I show it to you? Over there, there it is. Some guy's camping over there, pitched his tent. Lovely. Hey guys. So, here I am, back in the, in Bolero, back in the camper van, I'm going to show you now, I learned sandwich and my cup of tea. I wish I could say, like the hobbits, that the salted pork is particularly good, but I can't because I don't have any. So I'm having a cheese, tomato, onion, rocket and butter in homemade pinhead oatmeal bread. And it's well earned and I need it. It's 12:19. So I did my walk and I'm back. The walk's about 16k. I averaged about 11 minutes per kilometre, and I climbed about 450 metres and descended the same because I was out and back. It was a lovely walk, lovely, simple, straightforward walk. Strongly recommend it. And when I got back here, I had parked. I'll show you where I parked. So you can see there, Keen's bar up there. I parked just opposite that, and then I drove down here to the little parking I mentioned earlier. And you can see a German car there, and a nice boat, and somebody's bike. And look at this. Absolutely perfect little picnic area there, lovely parking. And when I was arriving here, there were 3 camper vans pulling out of it. So I don't know if they stayed here last night or if they were just popping to get there, have a cup of tea. Probably get the cup of tea. I didn't notice them this morning, but there were big camper vans. I'd have noticed them. It's hot. What can I tell you? It's hot out there. I'm really glad I went out early. It's now 12:20, and yeah, you can feel the heat. So I'm parked here partially in the shade, and it's interesting coming back down and having the camper van, having Bolero here, to be able to come in and sit down and make a sandwich and boil the kettle and make my cup of tea and whatever in absolute comfort. I put up the pop top so that I've lots of air and space and whatever. It really is the biz. I mean, it really is. A couple of observations. I put the fridge on the inverter on the way over, 230 volts at maximum cold, and then when I got here I switched off the inverter and I put it on 12 volt, and I left it on, and it's yeah, and it's fine. I have 13.2 reading there on the batteries, so the batteries are charged up. The solar panels are doing their business. It didn't drain anything. It really is. This really is so much simpler, so much better than the tent and the bike in many ways. I mean, the bike was lovely in many ways as well, but this has some real advantages. There's just another level of comfort. So great walk. Strongly recommend it. Really easy. You could do it in. I did it in my Hoka, my Speedgo 6, and the ones not the ones I used on the Camino with Ellie, but ones I got when I came back. I now have the ones from the Camino which I use my gardening shoes, and I have these ones, and I have a Gore-Tex pair of these exact same. I also have the Brooks Cascadia 18 that I had bought but got my plantar fascia and haven't worn. So maybe I'll try those out at some stage and see if I can use those, wear those out. And what else can I tell you? Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. This is my first big adventure out, really out, going out for a walk, coming back, trying to just do what I would like to do when I'm on the road. And it's great, and it works. I'm a bit smelly, a bit sweaty. It'd be nice if a camper van with a shower, but you can't do everything. Maybe I'll just jump into the river in a while. Cheers, guys.